Hey everybody, welcome to Mistakes Were Made. This is a channel I created to document my family's progress with debt reduction and eventual elimination. Now, normally we would be doing the cash stuffing video for the second pay period of February. However, I actually did the stuffing and completely forgot to do a video. So we don't have that footage, unfortunately, and I'm a little extra disappointed about it because we had finally gotten to the point where I felt comfortable using money that we had unallocated into other things to go towards doing stuff like savings challenges. So I actually did start a savings challenge. We aren't using unallocated money yet, but instead of moving things into our miscellaneous envelope, which is in here somewhere, this guy, well, we have some new stuff in there, but we're going to use this and not just let it build up in here. We're going to use that for the savings challenges. And the savings challenge that I picked is going to help us build up some extra funds to use in the garden. Not surprising, I'm sure. But it is a savings challenge that I created myself. I'm very excited about it. I actually watched a few videos on how to create savings challenges in Canva, something I'd never done before. I've never used Canva before this. It seemed relatively straightforward, and it's digital art and digital crafting and stuff like that is something that I've dabbled in a little bit. I don't have any truly deep art skills or anything like that, drawing or not, I can't do it. And have it look nice. Stick figures, I am excellent at. But in the past, I've done some stuff and I've put it on an Etsy shop that I haven't mentioned before. It has my photography on there as well. And so jumping into doing savings challenges kind of brought me back to that creative outlet that I had tried. And so I was really excited. And I think I spent a good week and a half just kind of creating different savings challenges because I've been waiting to be able to do this. We're not going to get into it today. I figured it'd be a little bit weird to just kind of show you what I'd done and failed to do a video on. But the next time we do a cash envelope stuffing, which should be coming up soon for the first pay period of March, we will include, that piece, and we can kind of take a look at the thing that I created and stuff like that. The other thing that I wanted to touch on was just a little bit of an update regarding the PTO overpayment that my partner got. He did eventually get an email from his work, and they told him how much they actually overpaid. We had noticed he was paid $1,256 more than previously, and they advised that that was $1,000 too much. So we were going to just put that $1,256 aside. Now we know it's $1,000, so we only put $1,000 aside. And they are going to reverse those payments in over the next 4 pay periods. So $250 each pay period. Now what's a little bit weird is that he got a paycheck on the 16th of February, and we'll kind of touch on this in our next budget with me, but it was actually for more than normal. Usually it's $1,561 is what his share of pay comes into our shared checking account, and we ended up with like $1,640 or $1,642, something along those lines. So we were trying to figure it out because there was nothing in the line items that really jumped out at him as to why it would have been a little bit more, and we couldn't see any kind of that the deduction had happened, but maybe somehow them taking the $250 off of the gross would change the calculation with taxes and Social Security and all of that to result in a net positive. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. Um, if the math will math that way. But that's kind of the only thing we could really think of. And I want to say he did say that that paycheck was supposed to be the first paycheck where the deduction started. But again, there weren't any line items to indicate that there was a deduction done. And I would assume, even if they're taking it off the gross, that that would be documented somehow. So who knows? We'll wait and see what his paycheck on the first looks like. And if it matches the one that came in on the 16th, then maybe that is a sign that somehow, some way, the math came out to being a positive, and we would not have to use any of the money that we set aside to augment, to replace some of the money that was being taken out. But if it doesn't turn out that way, we do have that set aside so we can help bolster his paycheck. The other piece is we have done our taxes, and we are waiting for the refund to come through. So we are going to be making some decisions on what we do with that money. And with the kind of shifting of how we're focusing our money to add in additional debt payments, and as well as maybe a little bit of money that's dedicated money to savings challenges, or at least to savings goals we have. I'm changing my spreadsheet format. And a lot of that is in response to watching some videos by Debt Free Jessie. And I've been binging her old videos, all the way from the start, because somehow it came up in my feed and I was really intrigued by how she had her spreadsheet set up. I mean, to the point where I literally copied almost exactly how she has been going about keeping track of what she's doing and all of that stuff. I really, really liked the different categories, how she's denoted them, and how she's calculating things and keeping track of all sorts of different aspects. So it was actually a more recent video of hers that came up showing how she creates the video that I ran into. And then I put a rudimentary one together, and then after that I went to the back, to her very first videos, and have just been watching them going forward. But what I've taken from it the most was the style in which she creates her spreadsheet, and I really, really enjoy it. And it's going to be very helpful because we are going to be shifting into a more zero-based budget, rather than kind of just leaving the unallocated money we have as a generic bucket that absorbs when we are not 100% meeting the budget we put together. Instead, we're going to try to assign some task for every dollar. And obviously, if things go a little awry, adjustments will need to be made. But I'm very excited. So I don't think we'll do our recap using the new spreadsheet as far as, doing a video using it. But we might do the next budget with me utilizing it, or I may just do the budget with me using paper and then just kind of show what the new budget format looks like on the spreadsheet. I'm going to keep my old one too, just at least until I'm better used to going down this route. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a heads up, especially since we won't have a video over the cash envelopes. And we'll see what the future has to bring. So, tomorrow's another day, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch. And as always, very much appreciate your feedback, your notes, your words of wisdom, and your encouragement. So please feel free to drop any of those down below, and we'll see you in the next one.